to dislocate your shoulder. Wow. I never thought I'd see you on Isaac's bad side. You find Owen at the aquarium? I talked to Manny.
I need some medical supplies.
Why? What happened to him?
Compartment syndrome. Bashed forearm.
You're not treating him, are you?
Mel. We don't have a lot of time.
Jesus. Most of these supplies have been packed and shipped already.
What?
We haven't cleared out the lower floors yet.
Would they have what I need?
Yeah, probably, but it's rough down there.
I'll be fine.
You get caught. I had nothing to do with this.
Of course.
All right, come on.
That was smart. That was really smart to say that it was Owen. Good.
Compartment syndrome. Fuck.
Yeah.
Boy's lucky he's dating a doctor. Mel doing okay?
Fine.
God, she was so fucked up after Isaac talked to her.
Isaac talked to her?
After he found out you left base, Isaac interrogated all of us.
Oh boy.
He was rough on her.
Did anyone talk?
No.
Dude, Isaac doesn't give a damn, apparently. Oof. I mean, he is the locus of ideology for this group.
Nora,
Where are you two going?
to grab Abby. The boat's ready to head out.
Well, I still got boxes on the 3rd floor. Can you two bring them first?
Boat's pretty full.
Come on, I don't want to be here all day.
Fine.
Thanks. They're gone. And you're okay?
Always.
Well, Manny's been worried sick about you.
You know I'm here?
I bet he will soon. So what's Owen's plan once Mel gets that arm off? Hold up. All clear. Right. So what's Owen's plan once Mel gets that arm off?
He's been talking about Santa Barbara.
He knows that's all bullshit, right? God, I feel so bad for Mel.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. These floors have the ICU, the trauma center, and a few surgical suites.
Sounds perfect.
There's a reason we haven't touched this area yet. It was ground zero for the whole city,
Oh, jeez.
where they brought the first infected before anyone knew better. It's gonna be overgrown to shit.
Awesome.
Oh, man. Well, Nora, if you don't feel comfortable...
Worst case, look for ambulances. They're contained in I've gotten lucky.
Good idea.
Looking ambulances. Got it. So it really is hard to know what kind of redemption this is for Abby, but it is obviously some form of redemption. And I know that I'm repeating myself a little bit here, but there's all sorts of hypotheses we can have for this. Perhaps Abby feels bad about all of the additional lives she's taken while looking for Owen. I don't get a sense that Abby particularly enjoys killing folks and that it's something that she does naturally. And so maybe she's trying to atone for that. Could be that she feels terrible for killing Joel. We don't know whether she feels bad about that or not. I think she feels some level of justification, but it doesn't mean that it didn't push her past the boundaries she thought she had. Or it could be that she's living out some form of family legacy. We have no way of knowing what that is, but man, she is really enduring a lot of stuff to do this. And so I think the point that's most important to make here is that, like, if you're going to go, like, this is another example in these games of going to the ends of the earth to save a person. We saw Joel do it by shooting up the hospital on his way to save Ellie. We're seeing Ellie do it on her path to avenge the death of Joel. We're seeing Abby do it as she goes to find Owen. And now we're seeing Abby do it again as she goes to try to take care of Yara and Lev. So she's fully sunk into this at this point. But, you know, at any given point, like, she could stop. I mean, she could go back to Isaac and she could maybe wiggle her way out of this. We have no way of knowing that. But she has really gone in deep, which tells us how strong these convictions to take care of these folks are, and also tells us how strong of a guilt narrative that she's carrying around as it relates to whatever it is that she's experiencing the guilt about. And maybe it's some combination of all of those things. This very well could be about Abby trying to figure out who she wants to be. She's maybe looked a little bit of who she's been and who she is, and maybe she doesn't like that. And she says, I got to change that now. And this is one of the ways that I can do that, by being a little bit more benevolent. Who knows? But we really are in deep on this, huh? I gotta applaud Nora for being willing to come with us on this. Like, she could have just said, all right, go in there and I'll see you later. She's putting herself at risk for me. Tells me I have some sort of important effect on her.
May your survival be long.
May my death be swift.
See you back at base. Soon, I hope.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Oncology Center. Now, being at a hospital is very likely going to stir some shit up for Abby, especially since she's under duress right now while she's here. So we're going to be thinking a little bit about trauma. Not that something's going to happen, but if you're Abby, you want to prepare for the chance that something could happen. That she's very likely to be on high alert, maybe a little bit more vigilance than usual, which means she might be a little bit more jumpy, because she has really only ever seen bad shit go down in hospitals. Again, I'm not saying something's gonna happen. I'm not dooming her to anything, but this would be one of those things where if you have experienced trauma in a place, you want to be aware of a potential trigger. Not so that you can avoid the thing, but so that you can understand that there may be some involuntary responses that happen to various things while we're in. And if I'm Abby's therapist, I'm preparing her for that as she goes into really any hospital.
Okay. Surgery, trauma, ICU. Let's do this.
Oh man, this is creepy to be at Ground Zero, man. Imagine that, bringing people in on, like, and you don't know they're infected, and then they come in and you're like, oh shit. Like, we kind of read about it on the boat, right? Like, people came over here from the boat and they were like, oh shit, there's actually infected on board. How horrible that would be.
This doesn't look so bad.
Abby, I'm not a superstitious man, but I don't know that you really need to get too excited about how this isn't so bad.
Of course it's blocked. That'd be too easy. Okay, trauma or surgery then.
Zenith, you're very welcome, friend. I appreciate you telling me that.
ER. Trauma center's gonna be in there.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, this is starting to look bad. Oh my god, I wonder if these people got trapped down here. I tell you what, fam, playing these games after going through COVID, it just takes a whole other level of intensity up. Are they really going back in there today? Every time only half a squad returns. We've lost the lab. It's time to call it. Also, sorry for passing notes like we're in high school. I just don't trust these soldiers listening in. I have no idea what's going on. Why don't they get us out of here? They keep saying evac is going to happen as soon as they make sure the building is secure. The building is secure, can be contained. I mean, are they seeing or hearing what's going on down there? We've lost it. I think it's not about containment. I think it's about protecting the data of the research. We need to get out of here. Our friends might still be alive down there. You've seen what those things can do. No one could have survived it. Not for this long. It sucks, but they're dead. What are you saying? What are you suggesting? I see Scott fighting with the soldiers. He's more than fed up. We get him and look for a way out. Let's give it one more day. See what these new soldiers can do. One day, then we act. Thanks.
I'm glad I wasn't around during the outbreak.
We were. To an extent. Actually, let's make a shiv as well. Seems like a good idea to have as many of those as possible, especially if we run into clickers, because I gotta believe we are gonna run into infected down here. What have we here? I'm the last of my squad. Everyone else that came down here with me is dead. We secured most of the doors, but some were out of reach due to the overwhelming force of the infected patients. We didn't anticipate this kind of resistance. I thought they were sick. And I thought they were sick. And I didn't think that I'd see them rip my men apart. I have several bites on my arm and leg. I'm going to take a few more of these fuckers out until I get to my last few bullets, then I'll go join my squad. If you find this, know that you will need to send more soldiers to fully secure this area. Although hopefully you blew up this building to Kingdom Come and you weren't dumb enough to try and contain this thing. Good luck, assholes. If I join his soldiers, that means he probably killed himself. I don't know that we could blame him. Go out on your own terms in a situation like this, man. I wouldn't want the cordyceps. Oh, I can only imagine, DC, what it would be like to be around the original infected. That would have been a really intense experience. Smart, Abby. Very smart. Probably should have jumped down with the mask on, but this is good. Oh man, oh man. Alright, you know what this means, chat. Oh boy. Would the first ever spores be more dangerous than other ones that we've encountered? No idea. No idea. We're here to get supplies. So we gotta check everything. Also, those guys by now, if they loaded those boxes, by now those guys have probably got to know that I'm not there. I'm only hypothesizing.
Come on, give me something.
No!
Nada. There has to be something around here.
To whom it may concern, you cannot treat us like this. I understand that many people are sick, but getting shoved in here and separated from my wife is unacceptable. I've been sitting here for over 3 hours without an update. The doctor put some ointment on my bite mark and then vanished. This thing hurts and seems to be getting worse. Please deliver this note to your supervisor immediately. Sincerely, Don Carter. Wake up starving, but can't keep anything down. Not even water. My head is fucking pounding. Screaming outside doesn't help. Why did they lock me in here? Someone needs to come. I want to see Sasha. I want to see my wife. Sasha, help! Can't keep my thoughts. Barely write this. Can't sleep. Too hungry. Get me out. Hungry. Eyes hurt. Sasha. Oh.
What the fuck did I walk into?
Oh, man. It's brutal, man, because, like, when this first came in, like, I gotta believe that doctors and stuff just had no idea what to do. I mean, look at this shit. I keep hearing stuff. You guys hear this stuff? Oh my god. This is intense, man. This is like playing Alien all over again. Tarkov. You gotta, like, utilize those skills.
Surgery. Great.
Alright, we're gonna go check those other doors.
The fuck is that?
Oh, thank you. Also, I gotta say, I give Abby a lot of credit for hanging in there. The thing that is probably getting Abby through the terror of this is her conviction to, like, I guarantee you she's thinking about Yara.
You need power. I guess it's down to the surgical suites.
Ugh. Alrighty.
I hear you.
That is definitely one that's gonna pop out of the wall. 100%. I don't know how many hours into this I am. Quite a few, though. All right, if I break that glass, it's gonna wake up that clicker. So. All right, we're going to sit tight in this safe little room. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I'm going to tuck my wife into bed. Hopefully I don't come back to a dead Abby. Be right back. Okay. We're good. We're fine. See? Steven, I can't keep doing this. I know I'm just supposed to run the tests and log the data, but I can't handle this much pain. I escorted some soldiers to the trauma. I wasn't supposed to go in there. I've seen what the patients turn into. Every single adult and child that's brought in here with a bite or scratch is going to lose their mind, and we keep lying to them. I asked to go home, and I was told that I need to keep going. Some bullshit about national security. They offer me an office to get some sleep if I want to. Steven, you need to get me out of this. I'm going to have a mental breakdown.
Fuck. It sounds like they're still crawling around in there.
Boy, that definitely hits different post-pandemic.
You need power too.
Everything needs power. As soon as I power this on, they're all going to be super alert.
Damn. Gotta be a generator around here somewhere.
Dude, there's so many of them. This was the only area I could come into. There's plugs on the wall. Circuit breaker's got to be in here somewhere, and I just missed it. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Could use Lev in here. Or Manny. Yeah, Manny. Manny would have been great.
Yeah, I would agree. But we're on the run. We only can do this ourselves. And you're doing fine, Abby. And a lot of good stuff. Let's... Get the reload speed on this. I mean, she already reloads it really fast, but... I really expect us to get attacked at every workbench now? Yeah. I keep thinking of Lev waiting on Abby. Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, he's who knows what he's thinking. I think he probably trusts that Abby's doing what she's got to do. Like, I don't know that Lev is sitting there thinking, oh, she screwed us. I mean, Abby wouldn't have gone through all the lengths that she did. Oh, this is not going to be good. All right, chat. Here's hoping that doesn't alert freaking everybody.
Yes.
Come on.
Ah, shit.
All right, well, that didn't work out well. I was doing good.
That should make things easier. And where the fuck are these medical supplies?
Great question. I mean, we've been led to believe that stuff's down here. I don't get a sense that Nora would lead us astray. And I really wasted silencers there, didn't I? No! God damn it, the one time! The one time I'm not paying attention! You asshole! God, I let my freaking guard down, man. Jesus. I'm going all Tarkov on this shit, and the one time I don't look at the wall. God. Stupid game. That's how Joel got himself killed, man. I just got my ass jumped the way Joel got killed. We had one weak moment. Ooh, yeah. Durable silencers. That's excellent. Yeah, there's a lot. There is actually a lot of good stuff in here. Look at all this. All right, Ryan, don't be an idiot. Pay attention.
Let's see what you got.
Come on.
For
Bitch!
fuck's sake. Please, let there be an ambulance in the garage.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through whatever that creepy thing was, though. The true importance of medicine management. What is medicine management? What can we learn about it? This isn't the time. Come on. Oh my God. That is the devil's anus, as far as I'm concerned. And I don't really care to be... I don't want any part of that. I just don't.
Jesus.
I don't want to crawl in there. So I'm not going to. Oh my God, something... Wait a minute. Is that fresh? I don't know if that's... Okay.
Fuck did this?
I don't know, man, but I got a sense that we're probably going to have to fight it. And whatever it is, we're going to kill it with fire.
Oh, don't panic. Get the shit and get out of here.
Instead of saying don't panic, Abby would be better off saying to herself, stay calm. Don't panic puts the idea of panic in a person's mind. So remain calm, keep breathing. Very, very important. You create an image of a thing that you say don't, like, even if you're saying don't think of a thing, it's the old pink elephant thing. Don't think of a pink elephant, you think of a pink elephant. If you say don't panic, you think about panicking. Even if you're thinking about not doing it. So you want to say stay calm. Much better approach to your mindset in this moment. You want to speak in the affirmative. You do this in sports psychology all the time as well with visualization. You want to visualize what you're going to do, not what you're trying to avoid. Oh, there's an ambulance.
Bingo.
I have an absolutely horrible feeling about this. But I checked all my corners.
That's good. Don't fail me now.
Come on, baby. For the love of God. Oh, that looks fresh. Come on.
Thank God.
Yes!
Get ready to celebrate.
We got to get to her first. Easy, Abby. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my God, I hate it. Oh. Holy fucking shit. Nope. No, no, no. No time. No time to fight. Hit the button. Come on, Abby. Ooh, boy. Let's go. Oh, boy. Let's go. This thing is big and scary. I don't like it. Oh my God, go! Jesus. Oh, thank God there's a... No! Oh my God! Oh my God, haul ass! Yeah! You dick! Oh my God, I hate you.
Fuck, am I gonna kill you? Come on.
Oh, I hate you so much. Okay. Okay, we're gonna run. Oh, this thing is such a dick. I hate this thing. I freaking hate this thing. What? Holy shit!
Fuck both of you! Yeah! You like that? I'm not dying here.
Got him!
Good riddance. There's gotta be a way out of here.
Oh my God!
Holy shit.
I hated that.
Still alive.
All right, I got what I needed. We need to get out of here. Oh my God. I didn't realize I had to stay that freaking far away from that thing. When it killed me that first time. I really thought I was far enough away. Jeez. I don't even know what to call that. Big sucky guy. Oh, that says exit. Lots of supplies. Might as well grab them. Go through here. And then we go in here. Hope I don't get trench foot from all this water that I have to walk in. That's nasty as shit. Been sitting here forever. I want out. I want out.
Great.
Alright, I got one shot into it. Knew it. Freaking knew it. Asshole. I hate you so much. Oh my God!
That's it. Oh, fuck this place.
No shit, man. God. That thing had so much health. Man. I mean, I guess if it's ground zero, that thing's been down here for almost 20 years. It just, I wonder what it eats. Like, how does that thing sustain itself? Ugh.
Okay. There. No one is ever gonna believe that shit.
You ain't kidding. I don't even know how you describe that. Hey, everybody, guess what? If you didn't think it was already bad enough, there's even more horrible things that we have to worry about if you let it sit down there for 20 years. It's a good thing we nuked the shit out of everything, because those could have been everywhere. What a terribly horrifying thing to have to disclose to folks. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, you saw shamblers and bloaters. This thing put that to shame. Alright, how do we get out of here? I want to get out of here. Before we leave, we got to get the Hawaii coin. Matt, thank you for the thank you for the 34 months, Matt. Mighty Grandpa, thank you for the 14 months. Yours coming up on 3 years. It is crazy to think you've been here for 3 years, Matt. Thank you for continuing to create amazing content, advice, and keeping this community safe. Thank you, Mighty Grandpa. Can we slip through here? Okay. Oof. All right.
Hope Yara's doing okay.
Yeah, me too.
They're all looking for you. What did you do?
Nothing. I told you to stay put.
I couldn't. Your friends are all over the place. Did you get the stuff?
Yeah. Now we just need to get the hell out of here. Hey. Follow me.
I normally don't like to pause cutscenes, but I love the little callback there with the buildings. That's exactly what we saw when Joel and Ellie were driving through Pittsburgh. It was like that same exact building scape. I just think it's a really cool touch. I had to point that out.
You want to pet her? It's okay. Yeah, see?
Well done. You can go see her now if you want.
Is she gonna be okay?
Yeah, actually. Hey.
They're just kids.
I know.
What happened to us?
Maybe we stopped looking for the light.
Maybe. I'm gonna go check on the girl.
Okay.
And we're back. We are dreaming again. Circumstances a little different on this one. Okay, so that confirms for me that part of Abby's conviction on this and assisting others is to make good on a transgenerational pattern of something that she probably believes would make her father proud. Because this person who she has internalized as good is a person who helped others, who assists, who takes care of. And Abby saw that scene in a very chaotic way with the Seraphites hanging from the trees when she bailed on them. Father wasn't even there. She goes back, she saves them. She even asks Owen the question, who are we? What have we done? I mean, I think she's questioning a lot of what she's been doing. Again, maybe even questioning killing Joel. And has this dream again, and we see a reparative experience in the form of her father standing there looking at her and smiling. Now, even though we might look at something like this and say, wow, I mean, that's just so abstract and it's a dream, and I've told you all before that I don't put too much stock into dream interpretation, we theorize anyway that, like, psychologically we carry these internalized objects of folks, and that we, as I've said many times throughout this, we draw upon those folks in times of adversity. And we also look to them for reassurance that we're doing well. You know, would this person be proud of us? We want those people to look at us in a good light, because if we can be good, it means that we will continue to be taken care of and seen favorably by these people that we perceive to be reliable. And so Abby wanting to make good on this and look good in her father's image, or at least what she perceives in terms of her father's image, because this would be an internalized symbol of her father. This isn't actually her father looking at her. She has decided that this is an act that he would be proud of, and she gets to make that narrative decision for herself, which I think is a very powerful thing. And I think a lot of us do this in grief. We do this even when these types of folks are still alive in our lives. It's a huge moment for Abby. I think it's confirmation that she's done something that's closely aligned to her values and what she cares about, as opposed to something that's against it. I'd be curious what her dreams were like after she killed Joel. She may not have found peace until right now, and she realizes, you know what? My legacy is helping folks. It's living out what my father was trying to do and what I want to do, instead of trying to end what other people are trying to do. And that's going to cause some conflict in her in terms of what her convictions are going to be going forward here, as she start to question this along with Owen. Really interesting stuff. Day 3.
She's not going to come with you. Convince her. We broke the rules tonight. That's all you care about.
Owen? Just me. What are you still doing up? I was changing Yara's bandages. Can't believe she's on her feet already. Yeah, well, scars are tough.
I can get there and back.
What are they fighting about?
Fuck you, Yara. I wouldn't leave you behind.
Love doesn't want to leave Seattle. Owen invited them to come to Santa Barbara.
That is very Owen. I figured you'd have talked him out of going by now.
Actually, I'm going with them. But not if you come.
What?
He may fall for your little act with these kids, but I don't.
There's nothing to fall for.
Isaac's top scar killer suddenly had a change of heart? Nothing to do with Owen, right?
I haven't always done the right thing.
You're a piece of shit, Abby. You always have been. I'm done with you. You want to do right by these kids? Get out of their lives before you screw them over too. Abby?
Nice shirt.
Are you okay?
How's your arm?
It's better than it was this morning.
Lev coming around?
He will. Would you mind helping me look for him? He was pretty worked up.
Damn. There's a lot of stuff there, obviously. People orient themselves to threats in a certain way, and it tends to be relatively consistent no matter what the threat is. Mel, I think, here is showing herself to be a fighter in the midst of threat. Immediate threat. She's a flyer in the midst of latent threat, but a fighter in immediate. Abby represents immediate threat. So she says all the nasty things she says. But she flies as a latent threat. So latent threat would be if Abby shows up on the boat, Mel says, I'm out. Right? Like, I'm not coming along. What we saw Mel go through there in the form of inconsistency compensation was assimilation. So Mel has a certain perception of Abby, which is that Abby is violent and cutthroat and driven and no nonsense and a shitty person. However it is that Mel conceptualizes that. What Abby is doing with the Seraphites, we know omnisciently that it's a very reparative experience for Abby and that it is changing her sense of self. But Mel has no reason to think that. So Mel perceives Abby's actions as an experience, as a violation of her expectations of Abby. And so she chooses to double down on her expectations of Abby by saying, there is no way in hell this doesn't have an ulterior motive. She's not even remotely considering that this is a reparative experience for Abby. And she makes that known. And she seeks some level of affirmation from Abby that what she's saying is true. Abby doesn't exactly, fight back. That hurt. Abby is in a place of vulnerability right now because she is trying to reauthor who she is. And to have somebody like Mel say to her, you're a piece of shit and you always have been, it's going to hurt deep, which is why she's tearful when Yara approaches her. Mel is also pretty perceptive, and I'm guessing that Mel knows that Abby and Owen have a history. And Mel is pregnant with Owen's baby. And so Mel is going pretty mama bear here probably on her unborn child, seeing Abby as a threat to her relationship with Owen and potentially to the relationship with her child. But I want to take this a step further here. And this is pure hypothesizing. But to me, it's relevant, and this is where my brain's at. I want to take us back to Joel's death for a second. Because everybody in this scene was there except for Yara and Lev, obviously. But I want to take us back to that moment. All of them had conceptually thought about what it would mean to kill Joel. And all of them had their relative reasons for why killing Joel is a good idea. But I don't think any of them were actually prepared for what that moment was actually going to be and how brutal it was going to be and what that was going to mean for all of them. And I think the moment when Abby killed Joel and Ellie's pinned to the floor and everybody is chaotically fighting with each other about what they should do, I think in that moment, pretty much every single person that was in the WLF group was pushed past their threshold of what they thought they were and what they thought they were capable of. And because it was Abby's conviction that pushed them to go there, Mel, in this case, associates Abby with her choice to go along with something that pushed her beyond her boundaries. And so when I say threat, I think Abby also represents to Mel a threat of what she herself is capable of when Abby is around. She's blaming Abby. She's outsourcing it. She's seeing Abby as bad, but Mel was there with her. Mel could have stopped her. Mel, in some ways, thought maybe they should do more than they did. And if Mel doesn't compute that as being part of who she is, she's going to make that Abby's problem and project all of that over to Abby. So I think that this moment, the easy way to look at this is to say, well, she's just protecting her baby and she's just jealous because maybe she thinks that something happened with Abby and Owen. I don't think she has any way of knowing that Abby and Owen slept together. We know that, and so it's easy for us to think she knows that. But we don't know that she knows that. I think it cuts way deeper than that. Because you don't say you've always been a shitty person and come with that much vitriol if you're not harboring something. And Mel has expressed some level of discomfort around what it is that happened with Joel. They were all, I think, in some ways traumatized by that moment, Abby included. They all were pushed past their boundaries. And that's a very rough experience for any human to go through when you realize what you're capable of if you don't really think about the decisions you're making. So that's my read on that moment. Would it make sense to assume the way Abby killed Joel was the way she killed earlier Seraphites for Isaac? Maybe. It could be. I mean, I think all of them have seen violence represented in really extreme forms. So I would guess that there's a level of desensitization to all of that. But I don't think it's about the violence in terms of what it is that even gets us uncomfortable in these moments with this stuff. It's the meaning behind all of the violence that makes us uncomfortable. We've seen violence. I mean, hell, I by being the person who's been playing the game, I've killed a bunch of people. And I don't get bent out of shape every time I do it. I get bent out of shape when there's meaning that's behind it that is either really intense for me to consider or is just intense in general. What do you think that you could do better against having a relationship with somebody? I don't know. I think if people are going to say that, they'd better be prepared to explain how, why, and what they see. But also, other people's relationships isn't your problem. I think it's important for people to set boundaries with people around the relationship and how it affects them, but getting yourself into other people's business of a relationship, I just don't think is anybody's place. Do you think Mel has some sense of obligation or ownership over Owen because she's pregnant with his child? She might. And in a world like this, pregnancy is a trap. So, can you explain why this is the first time in the game that Abby has not woken up startled? Well, it's the first time we've seen that she hasn't woken up startled. I mean, somebody didn't jolt her awake, for one. She woke up on her own, but she also had a reparative dream, so I think that probably has something to do with it. You know any couples therapists in the Seattle area? Yes, I do. All right, let's go find Lev. Like, we're seeing that this is a legitimate change of heart for Abby.
Lev.
We don't know of any ulterior motive here. She could have left him in that trailer. She didn't have to go back. And that's the tension we experience as the people who are watching and playing this game. We know omniscient motivation that the characters don't. Mel doesn't know what we know. Owen doesn't know what we know. Abby doesn't know what we know in some cases. Like, we know a lot of things, and so we see the tension. That's how TV and movies and video games operate. It's what keeps us engaged, because we get to feel a sense of power in knowing things. But it also creates tension when we see other people in the game not know these things. Right? So Mel having that reaction is completely understandable if you put yourself in Mel's shoes. And I want to point that out if anybody here is experiencing some degree of tension about this, because we know things, but we can't use that omniscient information to conceptualize what's going on for them. It's unfair to them and it's unfair to us. So is it possible for somebody to just numb to the actuality of the act before having to personally done it? Carry it out as a whole different ballpark. She had no problem looking a human in the face to take a golf club over and over again, even though someone else begging for her to stop. I feel like that has to be some sort of conditioning acquired over time. It can be, but that's also the power of like tunnel vision for folks. I think Abby kind of disassociated in that moment. Like, people can do some pretty incredible things if they've had it built up in their mind over time. And then they feel the latent effect of it. It's pretty nasty.
Back here, please.
Ooh, she even uses a little
Why does
Seraphite
Lev
whistle.
want to go to Santa Barbara?
He's worried about our mom. About what'll happen to her because of us.
Should he be worried?
He needs to focus on his own safety right now.
That was a non-answer.
What could happen to her?
Sometimes parents are held responsible for their children's sins. But our mom is so devout, she'll probably be fine.
Probably accept
Are
it.
there options for helping her?
He can't convince her to leave. No one could. I'm more worried of what she'd do to him. Lev! Lev! I'm sorry!
Lev, come on out! Lev! Lev!
You know, I wonder if he saw this. He loves sharks.
Loves sharks but hates the ocean, huh?
He really opened up to you.
We bonded over our shared fear of dying.
He said you were brave.
He's a liar.
You hear that? Lev! Are you in here?
Whoa. Oh,
Hey, it's okay.
what
It's
up,
okay.
Alice?
She just wants to play. Hey, girl. What you got there? She won't hurt you. Okay, watch.
Abby, this isn't really the time to play with the dog.
Go get it, girl.
What's up, Alice?
I think she wants you to throw it again.
Okay, one more time. Yeah, you're so fast. You want to try?
That doesn't seem like a good idea. She's not going to bite, right?
Nope. I promise.
It's understandable that she would be worried that the dog would bite.
Can I do it again?
I think she would love that.
Yeah. Okay. Alice, you are relentless.
We should keep looking for him.
Agreed.
Lev! How is he doing this?
Hey, do you think maybe he could convince your mom?
If she saw him like this, she'd strangle him with her bare hands. How much did he tell you?
Not much. I heard some of your people calling him
Lily.
For a long time, I didn't understand why he was questioning the laws, the traditions. When he explained to me how he felt inside, I told him he had to keep it to himself. I was hoping he'd snap out of it. He seemed fine for a while. But then he shaved his head. Like one of the men. It was suicide.
Is that when you ran?
First, I screamed at him. I hit him. It was so stupid.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we find something to cheer him up? Come on.
Yara's reaction makes sense. What I'm about to say is not me trying to go against like Lev's experience or validate that Yara and the Seraphites invalidated Lev's experience. But I do think that it is important to talk about Yara's response to that, because that's a very common response, and it's a response that comes out of a understanding of the context through which Lev is coming out, so to speak, which is that it's dangerous. They live in a context by being Seraphite where she's literally, Yara just said, that her mother would strangle her own child because the ideology is more important than the deviation from it. So Yara was trying to protect Lev. Now Lev, being the age that he is, doesn't developmentally necessarily in that moment, whenever that was, have an understanding of all of those dynamics that Yara does. So Lev is very likely to personalize that experience and to think that maybe he did something wrong, that he is not being accepted, that people don't get it, and some of those things may be true. But that's why it's all the more important for Yara and the other adults involved to understand that their reactions to these things only makes sense to Lev if given the context through which those reactions exist. So Yara would have done well to say to Lev, I want you to be you. I see you for who you are. I also want to keep you safe. How can I help keep you safe? Because we do not live in an environment that is going to allow this to happen. Are you prepared to take that risk? And if you are, I'm willing to go with you. I'm willing to look out for you and uphold that. We need to be aware of what we're going into here. I don't get a sense that Yara's denial or like, you know, like it's hard, right? It's hard for folks to kind of make that shift. Yara has known Lev as her sister for a long time. And then when Lev comes out and says, no, actually, I'm your brother, it takes a second. And then there's the washing over of, oh my God, what does this mean? And some of the anger sometimes that very well-intentioned parents experience in real life now, I'm talking about, along with that, is because parents, I think, know that a child coming out is still a relatively dangerous act, especially depending on where you live. And parents generally want to protect their children. And so then all of a sudden there's this like seemingly insurmountable thing that I don't have the capacity to fully protect you from that can activate all sorts of parental anxiety. The important part as a parent in these moments or as a sibling is to not make that anxiety the disclosing person's problem, which is where a lot of people fall short. Is they take their anxiety and they shove it into the other person and they take it out on the person who has just come out, instead of providing support and then going into problem solving mode and talking about it with them instead of at them. So Yara did that. She hit Lev. She expressed that anger. She probably created a little bit of a rift between the two of them, and that still needs to be repaired. Lev going off and running away in this time of distress is probably indicative of the type of attachment that has been created as the result of how people have responded to him, which is I can only rely on me because me trying to facilitate closeness in a time of adversity just never works out for me. My sister hit me. My mom would kill me. The people that I've grown up around don't accept it. So Lev running off by himself makes complete sense here. That is an adaptive experience, an adaptive learned function of how do I keep myself safe? I get the hell away from everybody. Also, when you run away, it gives you an idea of who chases you and why. So Lev gets to learn that as well. So it's meaningful for him to see Yara chase. However, Lev would need to learn later on in life, like, you don't facilitate closeness by bailing all the time. Like, sometimes you gotta hang in there with folks, but his behavior here is completely understandable. So let's go find him.
Well, why do you think he did it now? Shaved his head, I mean.
Last week, he got assigned his role in the community. He wanted to be a soldier like me, but they decided he was to be a wife to one of the elders. It's tradition.
Poor kid.
Where is Santa Barbara?
It's in California.
Where's California?
Okay, so look, this is Seattle, and this is Santa Barbara.
And our island?
It's too small to see, but it would be up here.
So far.
Yeah.
Good.
By the way, as a quick follow-up on the conversation I was having, I also acknowledge there are definitely like parents and people out there who just are legitimately malicious assholes to people who come out as like non-binary or trans or gay or anything along those lines, and those people just straight suck. No pun intended. Also, what a brutal thing, right? Like, I mean, the more we hear about the Seraphites, even from internally, it sounds really rough. Like, that kind of stuff is like a big yikes.
There's gotta be something left around here.
How about a whale t-shirt? Or a shark t-shirt?
We can do better than these shirts.
Yeah, we can. Shark. Something sharky. For my dude. My main man, Lev. Ooh.
This is cute.
Can we just take a second and appreciate how ridiculously incredible it is that that globe is in this game and animated the way that it is? I cannot even imagine how much time and effort went into this. Like, I don't know that much about game development to know that what I'm doing right now in this game is absolutely insane. Like, holy crap. That's badass.
See anything worthwhile?
No.
Keep looking.
This is worthwhile. Why are we not taking the globe? I mean, giant pelican statue is absolutely a great choice. I would agree with that. How about this helmet? I would want this helmet. Chad, I just want you all to know that if this ever comes true and I'm still alive and you're looking for a gift for me because I ran away, I want this helmet. This helmet brings me back to you, okay? Just please know that. That helmet is what I want. Good night, Spence. Had a memory unlocked my grandfather. He gave me globes at every major national park he visited. That's cool. I don't see anything else. What the hell? I mean, it's got to be this, right? It has to be. Oh. Wait, there we go. There's something in the chest. In the treasure chest. Ah! A shark! Yes. Look at that. They even have the freaking tag on it. Look at this. The detail.
What about this?
It's perfect. Mel's wrong, you know. You're a good person.
You don't know me.
I know enough.
Abby, will you stop stealing my stuff, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you owned everything in the aquarium.
Yeah, well, my aquarium, my stuff. I'm just kidding. Take whatever you want. You can't.
Have you seen Lev?
Yeah. He was down that hallway. Can I talk to you?
I'll catch up.
Okay.
She couldn't tell I was joking. I suck with kids.
Yeah.
They really like you, though. So, coming to Santa Barbara, right?
I can't.
Why?
You know why.
We can figure this out.
It's too late.
No, it isn't. Look, I know it's a fucking mess. I know. But we can choose to be happy. Happy. We're allowed to be happy.
You hear that?
Real quick before they run out, a lot of shit happening there. Two things that I think apply to the same process. I'm going to point them out before we go running after Lev here. one thing that people tend to go through a lot with grief, when a person very significant to them dies, is they hit a point where they subconsciously think that the only way they can keep the memory of the person they're grieving alive is to be sad and angry about it. And happiness becomes a very dissonant experience, because to be happy means you're moving on, which sometimes means I'm forgetting about that person. There's a good chance that perhaps Abby hasn't really allowed herself to experience things that facilitate happiness, because to do so doesn't feel right, because Dad's not here. And internalizing that she's a bad person, I think in some ways can go along with that. So when Yara says you're a good person, we see Abby fight against that, because there's some part of Abby that apparently is strong enough to say that she's a bad person. And then there is Owen saying we can be happy, and Abby, you see her kind of flinch, like, no, I can't. And I really think it has to do with what that may mean in terms of her actually moving on from her father. I think Joel was probably jarring, because when she killed him, that then all of a sudden she goes, oh shit, now I have to actually heal from this. Like she kind of like grief bound her father's death to Joel. Joel goes away, she doesn't have that. So now for her to be happy and to pursue Owen means she's moving on. Owen making a bid for Abby there, I mean, it's a little bit yikesy. I mean, I will say this. If being with Abby meant that Owen could be a more effective co-parent, I could get on board. But Owen does have a responsibility to his child. I mean, it's really hard for me to advocate for Owen just doing whatever he wants. You know? I also think that it's, I mean, how much does that hurt for Abby? Right? Like, this dude bailed because I wanted to go after Joel and he wouldn't follow me on that, and he questioned it, and then all of a sudden I go and I do it, and now it's over, and now he's back. You know, does that mean that if something really important happens for me again, that he's gonna bail? I mean, it's a very understandable why this is a conflicting thing for Abby, and Owen's just kind of like, I mean, I don't know, man. He just kind of thinks he can do whatever he wants. I mean, I get that he's charming and jokey and whatever, but the dude still doesn't seem to speak directly unless he's drunk. Top of having her dad's favorite student that did the same things her dad was passionate about tell her that she's a piece of shit probably hit harder, even if Owen were to say that. Probably, yeah. Yeah, Mel is an extension of her father, for sure. Yeah, I think that's why he wants them both to go to Santa Barbara, too. I think he wants Abby there for his own edification, and he wants Mel there so that he can take care of the kid. But he's not considering Mel in that process. That's kind of shitty. And I think if you're Abby, you look at that and you go, that's not attractive, that you're willing to just bring me around for your own edification instead of trying to, like, do what you can to be an effective co-parent with something you're responsible for. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you look at that and you're like, I don't know, man. That's not hot. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. Which, by the way, I think it's worth saying to everybody watching this. If you get shitty with people about wanting to have their cake and eat it too, I think that's okay, but also remember that every single one of us is susceptible to wanting to have our cake and eat it too. It's a very common conviction. It's normal to want that. Normal's not a word I use lightly. But you do got to be mindful of the consequences of that and when it's actually realistic. Wasn't Dina doing that to Ellie with Jesse? Potentially. But I don't think that I don't think I think Dina would have allowed Jesse to be around if he wanted to be, but wouldn't have put pressure on it. I don't get a sense that Owen's like, and we didn't know enough about her pregnancy, like, and how she felt about it. She never shared that. We also don't know for sure that Dina was pregnant. But we don't know. There's a lot we don't know because it hasn't been said. All right, let's go find Lev. Because remember, we're not using Ellie and Joel to conceptualize stuff with Abby. Nope.
Lev! Get back here! Lev!
What's he doing? He's going after her.
After who?
His mom. She's gonna kill him, Abby. Is the boat ready?
Not yet.
How much time do you need?
A few hours.
We'll head him off. We'll grab a boat from the marina. Hey, she just had surgery. I'm fine. How else am I gonna find him?
I'll go with you.
Owen?
They're heading to the fucking island.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna let her go by herself.
Actually, you are.
I can help.
Yeah, by staying here and fixing the fucking sailboat. Get your priorities straight. Yara, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
There's the marina. How you doing? I'm good. Okay.
Do wolves use this place?
We dock some of our boats there.
Okay.
Oh, baby. That was great, man. Get your priorities straight. Yeah, dude. Like, you just... We don't want you anymore, Owen. You had your chance, brother. You blew it. Let's get to this boat. See, now, to talk a little bit about Owen, because I don't really, you know, obviously you all kind of know where I'm falling on this in terms of my own judgments about it, but let's take a step back and think about this for a second. People need reliable folks in their life to be around them when they're distressed. We are relational beings at heart, no matter how much we may want to ride solo. It's an important part, particularly of survival, but also of emotional connection. Owen very clearly feels a deeper sense of connection to Abby than he does to Mel. The way that you understand a person's attachment is what do they pursue proximity to in times of distress. This is a moment of distress. Owen turns to Abby. That is a very clear indication that he has not transferred his emotional attachment from Abby to Mel. Clear as day. One of the easiest ways to tell. When a person's stressed out in a relationship, by the way, your attachment figure doesn't necessarily have to be a person. You can attach yourself to things. Folks do that. So, you know, if you think of the person who is stressed out and then dives into their work and seeks proximity to that instead of the person, it's a very similar process. But with people, Owen sought Abby. And Abby's like, nah. She's reconnecting with herself. She's reconnecting with her father. She's trying to figure out who she wants to be. And seeing Owen do all this shit is like, no, that's not what I want. I think Abby, in some ways, is saying to herself, I can do better than this guy. The person I want to be and I'm attempting to be can do better than this.
Not making that.
I love that every time you look down with Abby, Naughty Dog gives her vertigo. I think that's super cool that they keep that consistent.
Here. I've got you.
I can do it. Let's go.
Damn. This chick just had her arm amputated and she's like, let's go. I admire that.
Careful.
This game's just chock full of badasses.
So, how do we get to your village in one piece?
There are blind spots along the coast we can boat into. From there, we'll follow back roads.
They're safe?
Safest option we have.
Any chance Lev is gonna change his mind?
None. He's too stubborn.
Does he get what he's walking into?
I thought he did. Got a soft spot for her.
I mean, it's his mom.
Normal. She wants to be that way.
And how freaking heartbreaking is that, man? This kid's literally going to his mom because he wants to keep mom safe. He wants mom to see the light that he has seen. And mom would much rather immerse herself in the ideology that she's been indoctrinated into than think about whatever her duty is to her son. That's rough, man. That's really rough.
I'm here. Let's just go around.
Cataclysm, I have no way of knowing that.
Down this way.
At the same time, remember what I told you all about attachment? People seek out proximity to their attachment figures in times of distress. Lev is distressed. He is seeking proximity to his mother. So even though mom will kill him, mom has probably met his needs up until this point in the form of food and shelter and ideology and doctrine and comfort. And so the fact that he is going into the fray here is really kind of tragic because his attachment figure is going to turn on him, at least as far as we can tell. And that has the capacity to jar his attachment over to disorganized because he's going to experience harm from a person who he perceives as being his idealized caregiver. And that is going to take a long time for him to shake off if he is to pursue any intimate relationships going forward. Not that he has to do that, but it can really complicate his future relationships with folks, both as a kid, a teenager, and as an adult. There's all the more reason if your kids seek you out in times of distress, parents. It tells you that you have facilitated some degree of attachment with them, and you want to make sure that you nurture that you are as consistent and reliable as you can possibly be in meeting their needs. It is so deeply important.
That fucking end.
Abby! Over here!
People can absolutely change, Moon, yes. But it's not as easy as people think that it is. Change is not something that humans are particularly well adapted to. It has to be something that they're into.
I've got it.
And Lev has a lot of work to do to change his mom's mind. A lot of work that he probably doesn't even fully understand he has to do.
Okay, go.
And that's cool, Taco, that you're taking the initiative in your life to do that.
There's a way through here. Come on.
This is legitimately the most gorgeous game I've ever played in my life. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Boats are across the water.
I cannot believe this is on a PlayStation 4.
Gotta get up to the road and go around. Okay, sounds good.
Look at that, the boat's rocking in the back. Jesus.
Here.
I'm gonna guess that wait, J doesn't count? I was gonna say jealous, but Vicky, be careful. My boat took shots twice today. I'd suggest taking the trawler out further into the sea. Waves are wild and you'll probably lose your lunch a couple times, but better than getting sniped by a Scar. We should be fighting to get the hatchery back. Going deep into Scar territory like this is asking for trouble. The hell is Isaac thinking? Maybe after this shift we can ask to be reassigned. I'll cut all the potatoes in the world instead of being caught here again. Please be careful. See you back home. Kent. Yeah, I guess zealous would probably be the only... That's the only other word I can think of. Jealous and zealous. Okie dokie. Big fat crab shack. Maybe do we go out on the dock here? A minute, where the hell do I go? Oh, ladder. Here we go.
Stay on the dock. I'll go get a boat and pick you up here.
No, I can help.
Not with this. I got it. Okay. Okay.
Holy shit, that's a lot of gunfire.
Get down! Abby, what the fuck?
Manny?
You by yourself?
Yeah. Shit.
This sniper's a fucking pro.
What are you doing out here?
The boats. We were supposed to hit the island tonight. Then this pendejo showed up. I sent the guy to call for help. Backup should be on the way. Should be.
I need one of those boats. Now.
Why?
Ask me later.
Then I guess you're gonna help me take this guy out.
Let's do it.
Stay low.
Who? Okay,
You
so
whole fucking team.
Don't worry. We'll get him.
Fuck these trespassers.
What trespassers?
how do
The last few days, they came out of nowhere. They're hitting us hard.
Why?
Don't know.
this is probably well, we don't know who this is. We don't know who this is. If we're Abby. We could hypothesize.
I'm moving up.
Fuck! Holy shit! We have no idea. That was a hell of a shot. Yeah, I just got effed.
This way.
Holy crap, dude. Oh my god. I don't even know where that's coming from.
Go, go.
Unless that's him on the bridge? Yeah, okay. Oh boy.
Going now.
Fuck. What next?
Oh my god. I think we go ambulance. Oh my goodness.
Hey, over here!
Hey, shut the hell up, Manny. No, get down. These guys got so much ammo.
Street's fucked.
Shit.
Okay, what do you want to do? Let's get inside of that garage.
We can use this as cover.
Moving cover, baby.
Behind you. Go.
Oh my god.
Apart!
Go!
You gotta move!
Go! Jesus
Go!
Christ!
Go!
Oh boy!
Fuck, he's good.
Oh my god!
We should be going after them instead of the goddamn island.
How is that still on?
Might be happening right now.
There we go. Manny.
Holy shit!
What the fuck is he doing?
He's luring them to us. Get ready.
You gotta be kidding me.
Let's get up to the bridge.
Following you, buddy.
Fuck, he's doing it again.
Shit! Watch out!
Oh shit, nice shot, Manny. Way to go, brother.
Going now.
This guy's not gonna stop.
I know.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
We gotta get to the the bridge before he runs!
Yeah!
Yep, just keep focusing on where you're going.
I can't wait to get my hands on this guy. Jesus.
All right, we're good. We're wrapped up.
Over here!
Got it.
I just got to make sure there's not more bullets. This guy's got an infinite amount of ammo.
Oh, shit.
Go ahead, I'll cover you.
Go.
Where did he go?
He couldn't have gone far.
Down!
Damn it!
Oh, that's got to be... Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Muerto! It's right there! Go, 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 go!
Hit the pressure up!
Shit, watch out! Get down!
Oh, that's Tommy. That's definitely Tommy. Holy shit. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
You see him?
There! There! Flank him!
Working on it.
You're going down, puto! Fuck!
He's cornered! Come on. Let's flush him out.
Come on.
Manny.
Screw it. Let's go.
Oh! Alright, stay focused. Thinking about Manny's not going to do us any good. We got to focus on finding movement, seeing where he is. Probably in a little bit of shock. It's going to make motor coordination not particularly great here. And this person seems to have the upper hand because they know where we are, because they know which door we went in as opposed to where I am. So I got to focus on moving. I got to be as unpredictable as possible in my movements. He's going to expect me to pop up and look for him. We're going to listen. We know that we're in here with somebody. And we might make a bolt for it. Because that seems like it would be the smartest thing to do. Shit.
You all right? Abby? Yeah. You. Yeah. Who was that? Shit. It doesn't matter. Let's get Lev and get back to the aquarium. Come on. We'll take that boat. Which way? Come on.
Holy crap.
Where is everyone? No guards?
They don't use this corner of the island.
Well, there would be no time for Abby to process. Abby processing Manny's death there wouldn't make sense. She doesn't survive. She does that. It's another form of connection being the antithesis to survival. If she spends time thinking about Manny, she's a goner because she's working with somebody who is like very legitimately trained to kill her. Even being here in the forest right now, Abby has to stay focused. There's no time to process that right now. We have a mission. We're trying to get to Lev, and we have to survive this. So there will be a latent effect for sure. She will process Manny. Absolutely. She's probably working it out on the back end right now, but it's not going to be in the forefront. When she just watched one of her good friends get shot in cold blood right in front of her. It's certainly traumatic. Abby's seen shit like this before, though. And I would venture to say that, like, I don't know that anything is ever going to be quite as traumatic to her as seeing her father laying dead on the floor. So, kind of one of those things, like, if you see that, you can... That changed all of her expectations of things she's going to witness. So her seeing Manny, she's got the mental fortitude to be able to block that.
We have to catch up to him.
And focus on what she's trying to do.
Do you know where he's going?
To our house. That's where our mom will be.
George, thank you for the 17 months.
How far is it?
Across the island.
Shit. What about your people?
We'll take back trails. They won't see us. Are you sure the wolves are attacking tonight?
Yeah, that's what my friend told me. They'll use this storm as a cover for the attack. Unless Isaac changes his mind.
Your leader, Isaac. What does he want?
An end to the fighting.
But at what cost?
At this point, any cost.
His blood in her face was awful for her. Do you think if it starts to rain, she gets hit with water, it could potentially throw her back to that moment? It could.
Up here.
Are you good climbing that?
It's the fastest way.
Yeah, Abby, at this point, I think she's kind of shown that she can fend for herself. Now, again, we don't know that Abby knows that that's Tommy.
Grabbing supplies. Just in case.
So this would be one of those things where, like, he's just a random dude. And Abby, I mean, I don't think she really shares convictions with the WLF anymore. And she's not sitting here going, like, I got to kill that guy because he got Manny. Like, I think she was like, I can't wait to kill him if I have the opportunity. But, like, she's not trying to murder this dude in cold blood. She's more interested in trying to find Lev. I think that's significant. It speaks to where her character development is at and where her sense of self is. She's choosing helper over avenger. And I think many of us could appreciate that. That she could say, you know what, screw you, Yara. I'm going after this dude who fell in the water and I'm going to kill him. And he didn't do that. Or she's not doing that. She's saying, all right, let's go get Lev. That's what's more important to me.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
You know them?
I've seen him around.
I'm sorry about your friends.
It is what it is.
Sunday, 0500. Scott and I made landfall on the eastern coast around 0300 hours. Intel from prisoners proved useful for once. No direct resistance, looking for high ground to get our bearings. 0730. Biggest concentration of structures is on the southern side. Farms to the north and east, and what looks like a logging camp. Smaller clusters of structures dot the island. All post-outbreak wooden buildings. These freaks sure walk the walk when they say they want to live off the land, going to get closer to one of their villages. 10:15, waiting for nightfall in an old building in the center of the island. Scars haven't raised and rebuilt this area yet. Might be a good place for us to rendezvous. 2100, their numbers are alarming, significantly more than we thought. Villages are fortified and their patrols across the island are well regulated and frequent. We've gotten more intel than we expected. Heading back. Monday 0400. Return to command spot, or to canoe. Return to landing spot to find our boat scuttled in the ocean, destroyed. They knew we were here. Need to find another way off this island.
Abby,
Ooh.
why are you helping us?
Lev asked me the same thing. I guess you don't deserve this. But also, I needed to. I had to.
Because I need to redeem myself in the eyes of myself and my dad. Oh, shit.
Whoa. Is that your village?
No, that's Haven. Ours is further inland. Don't linger. They might see you.
Oh no. What is that?
It's our warning signal. Your people are here. The whole island is on alert now. We need to hurry.
God damn it, Isaac.
We'll cut through the logging camp.
Follow me. How many people live here?
Around 1,000.
How many soldiers?
Half of us are trained in combat.
What are the other half gonna do when my people get here?
Some will hide. Most will fight.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We are not going to linger long. I just want to appreciate... Wow. This is awesome. Holy crap. Why are there bullets here? Whoa. Seems a little odd. Marcus. Distribute the venison as follows. Tenderloin rump, Elder Duncan. Sirloin shank round, Elder Constance. Backstrap, Walter. He's to be rewarded for his crop yield. Brisket ribs, Harper and her family. Elder Duncan wants her rewarded for leading the raid on the wolf compound last month. Shoulder remainder, Teacher Lyra and her family. Also, August requested the skin. He promised to have Ezra forge new boning knives for us in return. Make sure he fulfills his end of the bargain. Give the antlers to whomever you feel deserves them. May she guide you. Lucia.
Where is everyone?
All fighting.
You know how you know if you're in a crappy cult? The leaders always get the best cut of meat. You know, you ever notice that? You ever notice how, like, the leaders always get the best? That's kind of crappy, man. Like, if you're going to walk the walk, distribute the nice stuff to folks. It's like that interview that one lady had with this televangelist where she's like, why do you need a plane? He's like, oh, the plane brings me closer to God. Okay. I can only pray in my
May her light
G7.
guide us through the storm.
When you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
What's that?
Something my dad used to say.
We all have our phrases and idioms to draw upon.
We need to climb up there.
I mean, you got to admire that the Seraphites are like, I mean, they're surviving.
Get down.
Get them to the shelter! Go!
This is bad.
How do we get through this?
The gate'll be locked. The lumber mill. The big building on the right with the torches.
That gets us out of here?
Yeah, we can cut through it.
Perfect. Come on.
Close the gate! Seal off the camp!
Clear your mind. This is going to be a long night. Remember, only through fear can we find our true strength. I'm not ready. For the sake of your kin and your land, you will be when the time comes.
There's a lot of them here, man. This feels weird to kill them, especially with Yara with us. Like, I want to try to avoid killing them if I can. I've been trying to avoid killing them all throughout this playthrough, but I can't imagine Yara's gonna assist me with takedowns, you know? Like, Alright, we can't go in there. God, there's that woman over there. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh shit. Oh my God.
Careful. On our left.
Too high. Oh man.
Wolf in the village!
God damn it.
Get to the lumber mill! You'll pay for this, Yara!
Just freaking go, man. Go.
Come on, quick! Escape!
Go.
Yara! Come on! Down here.
Keep going.
Don't let them escape! Forget them! We have to get to Haven!
Oh.
Holy shit.
May she protect us.
Oh wow.
Isaac, what are you doing?
It's a lot of ships. All right, so we have to keep moving.
This is a gift. They're on our territory now. Let's show them what they deserve. Through her love, we will survive this.
That was close.
Where to now?
We'll cut through the lodge up ahead.
Yara, back in the logging camp. Where were they taking the kids?
We have shelters everywhere. If things get really bad, they'll take them off the island.
Good.
We knew this day might come.
Isaac's trying to protect his people, and so are the Seraphites. And, I mean, Isaac's being a knucklehead about this. It doesn't seem like the Seraphites have really encroached much on WLF territory. So him basically wanting to genocide these folks is... I mean, that's intense. Oh, what is this? More letters to read? My prophet, may you hear my words. Moira was a strong and capable warrior until she witnessed her husband Henry and their patrol get slaughtered by wolves. Now she wakes up screaming and cowers at the smallest noise. We honor Henry's martyrdom by caring for Moira as he would, but it is not enough. I ask you grant Moira the strength to reclaim her spirit. Wow. Another one of those. Whatever. This isn't the time. Sucks because there's urgency. And I want to explore everything. Alright. Eat some Seraphite food. Read some Seraphite notes. We are imperfect beings, and thus we make ourselves imperfect in her eyes. So say the teachings, so say the elders. but the cuts on my cheeks still burn and itch 2 weeks after the ceremony. Eva told me hers did too, but warned me not to show weakness before the elders. A surprise tonight. Eva snuck out and met with me at the tannery when I was cleaning up. She told me her brigade leaves tomorrow for Wolf territory. I could tell she was scared, so we sat and watched the fire for a while. She asked me if I'd been promised yet. Before I could answer, she kissed my cheek and dashed back into the woods. In that moment, I forgot where I was and all my troubles left me. Eva's brigade has not returned yet. Went to the communal dinner in the Haven to quiet my thoughts, but found no comfort there. It was unusually quiet apart from Elder Duncan's usual sermon, but even that felt different tonight. He said, though our prophet guides us to cleanse the demons and rebalance the world, there is no promise that such thing will come to pass in our lifetimes. It is an eternal struggle. Lots to think about tonight. Damn. We have a Hawaii quarter, Asdi. I found it. I would like to use this workshop opportunity as a chance to say, if you are here on Twitch right now watching this stream, I appreciate you immensely. Whether you are chatting, lurking, or watching the VODs, thank you for supporting what I do. It's wonderful to have you along while this is happening in real time. If you are watching this on YouTube, I want to say again that I appreciate you as well. Thank you for watching me on YouTube and for checking out the VODs. I hope you've liked and subscribed by now, and maybe you've told some friends about me. If you, the best way to support this stream is to tell folks about me. So share my stuff. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, just know that I appreciate you immensely. Really awesome. Also, if you're a YouTube exclusive person, I do have YouTube memberships available that you are, no pressure to do it. The stream will always be free, but if you feel compelled, memberships on YouTube do help support the stream. So thank you in advance for that as well. Go 4 times scope on this guy.
Our village is just on the other side of the farmlands.
Great.
All right.
Where are we going? See that tall tower?
See that tall tower.
Space Needle. What? Yeah, I see it. Head towards it.
The Space Needle. Oh, cool. Okay. Dude, I love how the Space Needle is just looming.
Is it true?
Oh.
We're jumping at shadows. The wolves couldn't have made it this far inland.
And what if you're wrong?
Will she shield us?
Okay. Need some tall grass. Oh shit. Now we could book it. That seems a little risky. I don't know that I want to do that yet. We got a lot of people to run through. Take it easy here. Let this guy turn around. And this is intense.
Yeah. Any signs?
See ya!
Hey, don't. They'll see.
It's here. Come on.
How's the arm?
Hurts.
This way.
Oh my god. Lev, how did you make it through all this, my dude? Holy cow. Dude, 121 supplements? That's a lot. Okay. So far, so good.
This is the one. Abby, help me.
You got it.
just try talking to her. I tried to make her understand. But she just kept yelling. She started chasing me. I tried to make her stop. I was just pushing her off of me. She hit the table.
Listen. You were defending yourself. You did nothing wrong. It's gonna be okay, I promise.
I want to leave.
Yeah, me too. Come on.
Hey, kid.
Come on.
Here. Yara, I never should have.
It's okay. I'm glad we found you.
Wow. A lot going on. Because, first of all, Yara's response to Lev there, perfect. Looks him in the eye, very directive, gives a very simple explanation for what he did, gives him a hug, provides emotional support. Huge. Huge. Lev, it will take time for Lev to process the gravity of what he did. And he probably is going to have several instances of needing to process what it is that happened. Yara's going to be there for him, and that's going to be huge. Now, the problem with this, from a psychological perspective for Lev, is that now Lev's mother died in his mind without ever having the opportunity to acknowledge him for who he is. So forever in death, like it's bound there. Because death is a cutoff for folks. And cutoffs crystallize the anxiety and the issues that a person has with somebody. It doesn't make them go away. It just holds them in place. So Lev is going to probably have to go through a considerable amount of processing to bring himself to a place where either he can accept that his mother was never going to come around, or that this wasn't the place where she was going to be able to come around, or if he feels so inclined, he could say, you know what, maybe she had the opportunity to come around. I think giving her the benefit of the doubt cuts across him seeing himself as defending himself there and as being in the right, which is what Yara is telling him he was. Because if he still holds an idealized version of his mom that's capable of accepting him for who he is, he's going to see himself as the bad guy. He's going to split that, as a kid his age would do if they were in this position. Again, he did a very adult thing, but he's a child. He's got a child's brain. You can't force a prefrontal cortex to develop faster than it does. So Lev is very likely he has to deconstruct the idealized version of his mother in order to make peace with the fact that he killed her. That's his objective going forward. Because for as long as he sees his mother for something he wishes she was instead of what she is, he's the bad guy. And that's not fair to him. And now imagine being Abby. Somebody who you've started to grow close to and take care of has now just witnessed their mother dead by the hands of somebody else if you're Yara, or by your own hands if you're Lev, which is absolutely going to bring back some memory of seeing her father dead by the hands of somebody else. but is also simultaneously going to give her probably a profound sense of empathy for what it is that the two of them are experiencing right now. This moment is a huge connective piece for the three of them. They have all now have the shared experience of seeing their dead parent lying on the floor. Now, do they have the same kind of relationship with their mother that Abby had with her father? No. But it doesn't change that the process itself is still very similar. And so this is a point of connection here. And I appreciate that Abby lets Yara take care of Lev. I think that's a very important thing for her to do there, instead of overstepping her bounds and trying to be that stabilizing force. Like, it's a good example of detriangulating at a really important time. Do you think that Lev is Yara's attachment figure? Probably in some way. Hard to say. Obviously, their mother was not. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say because I think Yara probably is disappointed with her mom insofar as the way she treated Lev, but Yara doesn't seem to indicate that she ever had an issue with her mother directly. So I don't know. Hard to say. I would maybe hypothesize that it's still mother, because I think it's harder for a person to see the person they take care of as their attachment figure. Not to say it can't happen, but. All right. I mean, really, at the end of the day, this just sucks for everybody, man.
What's happening? Wolves?
All over the island. We'll be okay. She protects us.
Shouldn't we head back for our boat?
No. I hear fighting back there.
I hear fighting everywhere.
There are lots of boats in Haven.
That's what I was thinking. We can cut through Old Town, avoid the main roads.
How far's Haven?
Not close, but it's our best chance. Just keep following us.
Lead the way.
It's really cool to see like old artifacts hanging out around these like new primitive structures. I really like that juxtaposition.
Everyone's left to fight the wolves.
Yeah.
Let me just take your stuff, if you don't mind.
How's your arm?
Arm's fine. I'm just tired.
Yara. Mom believed with all her heart.
I know.
Then why would this happen to her?
Our faith doesn't make us immortal. Loss is around every corner. But our faith guides us to find the strength to rise above that loss.
She guides us.
Oh, man. Okay, now if that makes you feel really uncomfy, I'm going to try to explain a possible reason why. Because, you don't just kick doctrine out of your head if it's been pushed into you. And now, Lev, the only thing Lev has been taught to draw upon in times of adversity is his faith. However, his faith is the thing that led his mother to reject him. And also is what led to her death by his hand. So now, the pool through which I draw strength and have idioms and doctrines and all these things that help me make sense of the world is now associated with something that rejects me at my very core. And that is an intense level of dissonance even for an adult to deal with, let alone a child. And so it's not surprising to me that Lev is looking to Yara for some answers here, because holy shit. Is this all it's cracked up to be? If it leads to me being completely denied by people who are supposedly supposed to care for me, and it leads to a bunch of blood on people's hands, like, what are we doing here? And he's lucky to have Yara in some way, because maybe Yara is not as, like, closely inducted into this, but Yara may also, as she did here, start trying to draw upon the faith, and that could lead to some distance, because that's all Yara knows too. That's the dangerous thing too about cults, is they get you on one ideology, you don't know any other ideologies, and that's the thing you draw upon, and you just kind of have to default to it because you don't know what else to do. You experience dissonance, you look for answers. Answers are generally found within the doctrine. It's just like a big, oh my God, it scrambles the brain and the psyche in such a huge way. Like watching Lev ask Yara that question, just like, oh, like it's like feels like a knife went into my chest.
Down the street. Get inside, quickly.
Oh boy.
It better be. What's the plan? Head to the capital. Take your team and clean the village by the farm. All of you, this way.
Under the door, quickly.
We're leaving so many people behind.
We can't help them.
I know.
Stay close to me. Okay? Oh, God.
Oh, man.
We need to get off the street.
Lev. Abby. This way.
Over by the old radio tower. Just a little way from here. Any word from the capital? Alpha shot him on the defensive. Bravo saying no.
This fucking freak.
Let's move.
Can we get away from these guys?
Yeah. We're going a different way. The alley across the street. Go.
Boy, Abby is in a bind, man. You get caught with the WLF being with Seraphites, and you didn't kill him? WLF ain't gonna stand for that shit. Oi, oi, oi.
Abby, we need your help.
Come on.
Are the wolves still nearby?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Yara.
Damn, Lev!
This way.
Got one!
Abby?
Yara!
Abby! I said stay back!
Stand down.
Isaac.
What the hell are you doing?
I need you to hear me out.
What's that behind you?
He saved my life.
Move out of the way. We'll deal with you back home.
He's not one of them, please.
Abby, move.
God damn it, he's just a kid!
You have 3 seconds to get away from that scar. 1,
You really gonna shoot me?
2.
I'm not fucking moving. No!
What the fuck?
Look, we need to move.
She's gone. Oh my god, she's gone.
Come on.
Those were your fucking people.
Hey, you're my people. Listen to me. We're gonna have to fight to get out of this, okay? And then I need you to show us to those boats. We don't let anybody stop us. Yeah? Okay. Okay. Follow me.
I mean, I don't know that I have much to say there, other than this kid is getting traumatized over and over and over again. And I think it's perfectly legitimate for Lev to say what he said there. These were your people. Of course he's going to say that. Why wouldn't he? Yara is always known. Seraphites are all he knows. The WLF are monsters in his mind. And I just knew one by name. And I didn't kill Isaac. Yara did. So for his brain, I didn't make an effort there. So him asking that makes complete sense. Or him saying that makes complete sense. Now for Abby to look at him in that moment and say, you are my people. She, hopefully when all this is over, she's got to realize that as soon as she did that, she has now taken on the role of caregiver for Lev. That is what she has done. She is now the only person who can reliably be here, or who has reliably been here through all the trauma that Lev has experienced. They have shared it. So they are bound, man. Now, I understand that we're trying to survive here, so we're going to do whatever it takes to survive. But if we survive this, that emotional bond, holy crap, man. Lev might as well be Abby's son at this point. Because Abby basically just looked at him and said, I take you for who you are. I'm willing to leave this entire group of folks and be here for you because you matter to me. And this is huge for Abby's sense of self. Again, I think Abby needs to find a caretaking role because she sees this as redemption for the stuff that she has done. Like, she owes it to herself to do this. And she is. And she's in. She's all in. She's committed. I have no idea what the effect of Yara killing Isaac's going to have, but seeing him die by Yara's hand, I think further bonds her to it. Holy cow. Oh boy.
Come on out, Abby. Let's get this over with.
We're here to warn them, you fucking snake.
Any sign of them? Okay.
No! Barricade the exit and sweep this building!
Can't fucking believe it. Abby, of people. One killing Danny, now her.
Goodness. God damn. Hey, folks.
Dude, this is so many people, man. Nope, we're running. We're getting out of here.
Get away!
Abby! It's not safe!
Traitor!
Oh, this just got really sucky.
God damn it!
Come on, she's out! Heads up!
Abby!
Go! I'll keep them busy!
Done!
Abby!
I got her!
To your right! On the right! You still with me?
Oh man, not how I wanted that to go,
Hold on a
but
sec.
I don't know that I would have had it. I don't think I could have done this without killing him. I'm pretty sure I had to do that because this door is jammed, man.
Cover me.
Oh shit, didn't realize that face came off. Thank you, Shelves.
Abby, you killed those wolves.
Yeah, that's that's not confirmation.
I'm getting off his hand. Which way?
There's a radio station up ahead. We're gonna cut through.
How far is this Haven place from here?
Still got a ways to go.
Get the ladder for me.
In here.
By the way, friends, no back seating, please. I know it seems like it's being helpful, but it's not.
All right, what have we got?
I want the scope on the crossbow.
Through here.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Is that Haven?
Yeah. What's left of it.
Oh, my dude. This kid has seen more trauma in one day.
Lev, where are the boats?
On the docks. Past the fires.
Then we better get down there before they're all gone, right?
Yes,
We're not dying on this island.
I know.
Let's get down there.
Boy, we physically aren't dying, but man, you want to talk about emotional death on this island. I mean, Abby being directive here is really important, but my God. It's interesting that we feel compelled to take care of Lev here, right? Like, I care more about Lev's experience of this than I do Abby's, for sure. I mean, I care about Abby, but look at that. Lev has all the blood on his hands. He's had to see. He has killed his mother. He saw his sister die. He has now watched the only place he's ever lived burn down. He saw the person who's in charge of the group that their group can't stand hold a gun to me and get shot. I mean, this is like, you want to talk about overload. The fact that this kid's not just in a fetal position, rocking back and forth, is a testament to his resilience. You want to talk about adverse childhood experiences? This is it right here from a man, Lev. Holy shit. All the more profound that Abby is sticking to this. And her being directive here is super important. It is very possible, Shelbs, that Lev will blame himself for Yara's death, because that's what he would do at his age. He would personalize it, yes. He absolutely could look at it that way, and we're going to help him understand that that was a choice we made. God, there's just so much freaking... It's like the 4th of July, man. This is nuts.
Hunt those scars down!
Fernando, I don't have an answer for you on that one, friend. There's no hard and fast rule. You know yourself and that person better than I do. You just kind of got to feel it out. But I generally err on the side of you're better to communicate than not communicate. Holy shit. Holy crap.
It's Abby! She's here!
Oh, come on. Oh, wow. Thank you, Seraphite. Dude, nobody's gonna... Oh, man. We got both factions are against us here. Like, we are literally on an island, just the two of us, trying to survive this. Oh, my God. Alright, we got horses there. I don't want to kill him, but I feel like I'm gonna have to. I don't know how I get around him here. I can't hop this barbed wire fence. Or wait, are the Seraphites on our time? Okay, so I just gotta worry about wolves.
Take him down!
Yeah, now everybody wants us dead. This is awesome. Okay. This is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do.
Don't let your guard down.
I obviously didn't go the right place. Maybe we go this way. It's gotta be it. This has to be the way to go. Oh, and then we go out this window. I see. Okay.
Abby, use the force.
Hold it! Lev, come on!
You know how to ride?
More or less.
How hard could it be?
Ha! Keep low.
Abby, get away!
Just keep pointing the way.
Up ahead.
Oh god, just keep going. Just
Get
keep going.
ready.
Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
No! Go!
Nice job, Lev.
Whoa! Damn it! Hold on tight!
Oh God. Haven.
Should we still go there?
I don't know. The boats are there.
Fuck it. Nothing is stopping us.
Nothing is stopping us.
Hang on!
Abby! Oh, fuck! Riders!
Burn in hell, you wretched!
Get away from us! Hang on, we're going through!
Holy shit.
Which way to the docks?
Up and over the hill. Abby! Riders! Oh God!
Oh god, Lev.
The horse!
Oh man, we're not gonna
keep
get. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, buddy. By the way, it was huge that he repeated. We're going to that he repeated Abby. Instead of saying a prayer, he just repeated what Abby had to say.
Okay, we gotta get out of here.
Oh my god.
Abby, this way.
Let's go. We're killing whoever we have to at this point.
Don't leave any of these freaks alive!
Lily's here! Bring them down!
I gotta tell you, man, at this point, I'm almost starting to feel a lot worse killing Seraphites. I'm feeling worse. Yeah, I almost feel worse killing Seraphites over wolves. Oh, God. Come on, Lev. Oh, God. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
God damn it! Lev! Up here! Go.
Alright, focus. Alright, Abby.
Get out of here fast!
Forward. Focus forward.
Come on.
You're right. These controls are so laggy sometimes, man. Love the gameplay, but
The supports aren't going to hold!
oh my God, it would be so hot in here. Come on, Abby.
Abby! I'm okay!
Don't grab the burning wood.
You were stupid to come back here.
Fuck you!
Dropping the backpack. Come on, come on.
You're a damn disgrace. Damn you!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, this guy's a Seraphite? Well, I guess it doesn't matter at this point what he is. How does this guy have the strength to continue? Oh my God. Lev? Lev? Lev?
Let her go!
The guy is superhuman!
God damn it.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
God! Come on, Lev.
Got one.
A rowboat. We're taking a rowboat. Okie dokie. Let's just hope we don't get sniped on our rowboat.
Get in.
Let's get out of the rain. Yeah.
Lev is pretty much in shock. I mean, I wouldn't expect Lev to really have much to, like, offer at this point by way of, like, communication about how he's doing or anything like that. I mean, I don't know how anybody goes through what he just went through and isn't. Abby right now is obviously driven by the desire to take care of Lev. Her entire purpose at this point has been loaded into that. I need to make sure that this kid is safe. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about any of the stuff that's going on. I care about making sure that this kid that I have now been entrusted to by virtue of circumstance sees me as reliable, sees me as responsible, is there to provide support, descriptions of what happened, explanations. Like, we're about to grow through this together. That is, we are bound through the shit we just went through. Like a form of trauma bonding. Nobody on this planet is ever going to be able to empathize with what we just went through for Lev more than Abby. And that's not going to be lost on either of them. So if Lev loses Abby, Lev lives the rest of his life without anybody understanding what he went through on this day. You want to talk about some gravity, man? That's gravity. That is a huge responsibility to take on for Abby as his caretaker now. And I think even if we don't consciously label that, I think both of them intuitively know that. Because the same can be said for Lev to Abby. They need each other now. In the same way that Joel and Ellie did in Last of Us 2. Or in Last of Us 1. Oh, man. You can still see it in the distance. Ooh, man. All right. Now, in our minds going into this, we made it. So first of all, there's that. Lev is going to have to deal with a lot of survivor's guilt on this. I think Abby probably could make more sense of it than he's going to be able to. Abby can walk him through that. But now we turn our focus toward the hope that we experience in going to Santa Barbara to get to the Fireflies, which will give us a renewed sense of purpose, and so will Lev. We can break through the shit that we've been indoctrinated in with WLF and Seraphite respectively, and hopefully we can kind of become united on what the Fireflies have to offer. So this would be a immense moment of, like, vulnerability and pride and sadness. I mean, you want to talk about a mishmash of emotion. And now we get to go see Owen, who, you know, whether we want to acknowledge it or not, probably has some form of importance still to Abby in terms of emotional support.
Is that... Stay behind me. Abby.
Well, now what, right? Our hope is dead on the floor. That was the thing that got us through that, man. Get to Owen, get on the boat, get to Santa Barbara. Abby has been working so hard to atone for what circumstances pushed her to do. She has worked her ass off to try to move on from what happened to her dad, move on from avenging Joel's death, to find purpose, to get away from it all. And despite her efforts, doesn't matter. This world still just kicks you where it hurts. Everybody has narratives and convictions that are colliding at the same time at any given point. And you're literally just trying to dodge whatever bullets you can. And this is, again, a representation of the fact that if you cast a wide net in this world of support, you risk more loss. If you put all of your chips into one basket and you lose that basket, you're left with nothing. You are in a double bind in this world of survival and very little to do besides act on your need for vengeance. I mean, there's not a lot to do. What are you going to do? Walk around and collect shit? Live in a log cabin? Stay at CenturyLink Field and grow melons in your garden? All Abby has now is Lev. All Lev has is Abby. And that's... They're bound by that. And flies are just dropping. Reminds me way back in Last of Us 1 when Bill said to Joel, you got to get out in front of that shit. You got to end it before it ends for you. And boy, was there a lot of wisdom in that. As hard as that might be. Holy shit. So think about that, right? You have seen a whole bunch of shit. You have worked through the trauma-iest trauma that you could possibly go through, really. All the while, you have been trying to better yourself. You've been trying to atone for some of the regret you experienced for a decision you made to avenge something that was really important to you. And you see that it all culminates into not mattering. And then the one person that you are with through all of that hands you a map that shows you where theoretically, the person who took those two people away is located. By the way, Abby doesn't know who it is. We know who it is. Abby doesn't know who it is. That person, whoever that is, has become a representation of the culmination of everything you've been working towards not working out. And this is a world where everybody's conditioned to think that if you end that person's life, it will make you feel better. And at every freaking turn, we have ended lives and it hasn't made us feel better. The only thing that then makes us feel better is the opposite, which is to find somebody to connect to. And then you lose that. You just can't win. You kill or you connect and lose it. Which is why people are clinging so tightly to each other. Because they know how easily it can be lost. It's why the WLF sees any form of dissent in the WLF as a threat. Needs to go. Owen shot Danny? Yeah, he's got to go. I mean, everybody's just raw survival instinct. That's all anybody's on right now. And some people, like, that survival instinct, I'll say this kind of as my final point here. Dissonance is the name of the game with these two games. I've established that. I think the transcendent dissonance that we experience in witnessing this game and the characters are experiencing in this game is the core, deep down, guttural drive to survive and our evolution to a point where we make meaning of the world. And having all of that stripped away, experiencing trauma, and still wanting to somehow survive even though everything you care about's been taken. It's the ultimate dissonance. This world sucks. This world sucks. I don't think anybody in chat, anybody watching this on YouTube, myself included, would choose to live in this world if given the opportunity versus what we're in right now. Yet our drive to survive would hold us there. It's evolved human versus guttural drive. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And this game, I think, is the ultimate depiction of that. It starts to feel like killing people is doing them a favor, doesn't it? In a very weird way. Shelbs, I don't know the answer to that of whether Abby's going to be more driven to find whoever did this in fear of Lev being at risk. I don't know that it matters to Abby in this moment. I think she tunnel vision.